That's you know. Got right into that shit.
What percent chance does XRP go to $1,000 in 2026? I think it'll be more than that in 2026 if everything kind of pans out the way that I think it's going to go. I know this price target sounds wildly crazy to a lot of people. We talked about dark pools. I put out a video on that the other day. We've talked about all the circumstances in which supply and demand dynamics drive price substantially higher for XRP. We've talked about the reverse carry trade and treasuries and tether and the back end of the stock market and unrealized losses and all the things that are literally set up ready to go when this thing is ready. What are they waiting on? Maybe they're waiting on a star. Maybe they're waiting on something else. I don't know what it is, but they're waiting on something, and they've stacked the deck for this thing to kick off and go to very high prices when it's time. Personally, I think very high percentage chance that it's probably higher than that in 2026. What percent chance does XRP go to $1,000 in 2026? I think it'll be more than that in 2026 if everything.
So let's talk about XRP because I bought a chunk. What happens if it goes to 2,500? What needs to happen for that to happen?
There's a lot of things that have to. It's the requirements for that to happen. A lot of people just say, "Oh, there's flip a switch, get out of here with that stuff." There's actually global macroeconomic events that need to play out in order for that supply shock to take place to push it to that value. And that's what it would have to be. There's supply and demand economics. People look at total market cap, but in reality, it's whatever the supply is on the market for purchase that drives the liquidity and the market dynamics and value.
But can't they make more XRP?
They cannot. So originally there was 100 billion. XNS was what it was originally called, minted June 2nd of 2012. And they black holed that account. So what that means is nobody has access to it. They can't get back into it. They can never mint more. Nobody can freeze the XRP. It is locked at 100 billion and 5,000 of them are burnt every single day. So it's literally the only deflationary asset besides like uranium on the planet.
But that makes it more valuable.
Yeah.
So let's talk about XRP because I bought a chunk. What happened?
You didn't start your business to do admin work at...
Hey, we got a new salesman, Buddy Hall over here. Let's make him feel welcome. Come on, yeah? All right. Welcome aboard. Sell. All right. Oh, Buddy. Hey, you ready to sell some cars?
Me? I'm a born car salesman, but I was thinking today that maybe I would just kind of ease into it, get a feel of the place.
Yeah, well, you see that tire kicker right there? It's all yours.
I don't know.
I got $1,000 says you can't sell him.
Oh, let me in on that action.
No, let's just make it free.
Free?
3 G's.
All right, you guys are asking for it.
There's one born every minute. Come on,
Jeff, this is genius.
you can't let these new guys get into a rhythm. I'm telling you, boys, from this day forward, we own that guy.
Here we go. The brush off. Okay, here. We got you.
Are you okay?
You walk face first into that buzzsaw. Money on my desk by the end of the day. No checks.
That's not possible.
Mr. Murray owns the dealership.
I just bought one of my own cars. The worst part is, I paid sticker.
Hey, we got a new salesman, Buddy Hall over here. Let's.
They took my jet away. And I'm like, what'd you take the jet away for? They go, well, you're not bringing in enough money. And I go, what? I go, I'm the biggest bettor in the city for the last 6 months. And they go, well, it's not enough. I go, that's suspicious.
So they would send a jet to LA to pick you up and fly you in?
They gave me a jet to go anywhere, do anything. I used to take it to go check my mail. I used to go, one time I threw a party and I had a hat in LA at my crib that I wanted to wear to the party. I just took the jet to LA. When I landed, I told the pilot, I said, don't leave the plane. I'll be right back. My driver was on the tarmac in LA at Van Nuys, drove me straight to my crib. I ran inside, grabbed a hat. Driver took me back to the tarmac. I went to the party. I used PJs like it was an Uber. They took that away. And I go, that's weird. I'm the biggest depositor in the city for 6 months.
Yeah.
And there's so many jets these casinos own. Like, why would you take mine away? It's a weird thing to take away from me. Then they'd be like, I'd say, hey, I want to go to this villa. They go, can't give it to you. Who are you going to give it to? Somebody else. I go, well, there's nobody more valuable to you in pure numbers than me. Why would you give that premium villa to somebody else? Because I'm like, that's suspicious. So we started to see this. Then they started to do weird little things like harass me or bust my balls. Or I had a parking space at the front door of every casino on the strip. So I would just self-park and keep my keys. They started busting my balls with that and cornering me. And you could just see.
Yeah, it was like little harassments, little things that were taken away.
Microaggressions.
So why, I got a question, this is a private business. Couldn't they just ban you outright for any reason?
They could, and eventually they did. I believe that they were very torn. I think out of the 10 executives watching me, 5 said, he's cheating and a liability, get him out. And the other 5 said, we can't catch him cheating. We haven't figured out any unethical play he does. He's just so lucky. Keep him a little longer. He's got to give it all back. So I think it was this fight. So they go, well, where's the common ground? And they go, what if we just shake the pot a lot? And someone goes, well, how are you going to shake his pot? They go, let's take away everything he likes. Let's start with that. So they took away all the stuff I like. And it did shake my pot. It got me pissed off. I was like, you just are you're inconveniencing me a lot now.
Who's coming to the Operation Plum Bob? They're like, we're gonna take a nuke, we're gonna put it in this 500-foot hole, and we're gonna put a regular bomb down there too, blow up the regular bomb, and in theory the nuclear safeties will stop the nuke from going off, and it'll just be the regular bomb. The bomb down there blew it up, nuke went off too, blue flames 800 feet into the air. Then the second one, this time they put 3,000 to 4,000 pounds of concrete on top of it, a 2,000-pound manhole cover, and welded it shut. They detonated it. The camera was 1 frame per millisecond. It captured the manhole cover in 1 frame. We can only calculate the minimum speed it would have had to have been moving, and that was 150,000 miles an hour. It would have cleared the atmosphere in a second. There's a really strong argument that that manhole cover is actually the first man-made object in outer space. Operation.
Cause, come on now. What was the point of this live stream? Can I see what I wrote? No? That sucks. Well, if it's XRP stuff, I can't find it.
You talk about a gangster. When it came out that I was an undercover, in the beginning, the mob didn't believe I was an FBI undercover agent. They thought the FBI had kidnapped me and was trying to turn me. Because we picked it up on the wiretaps and informants. But once their lawyers told them, hey, he really is an undercover agent. Sonny Black gets a call. You got to go to a sit down. Walks into the Motion Lounge. He had a diamond ring. Takes off his diamond ring. All right. Takes his money out of his pocket. Takes all his keys except his car keys. Puts them on the counter. He says to the bartender, I just got called to a sit down. I'm probably not coming back. Is that a gangster?
Wow.
Calls his girlfriend, and this is how we found this out. Calls his girlfriend and tells her the same thing. After they find his body and everything, his girlfriend calls the FBI, and she says, "I'd like to have a meeting with Donnie Brasco." And I said, "Why?" He said, because I got something to tell him that Sonny Black, she called him Sonny. She didn't call him Sonny Black. She said that Sonny wanted me to give him a message. They said, okay. She said, this is what happened. He got called to a sit down, and he goes into the Motion Lounge, gives his ring, his money, his car keys, to the bartender, and tells the bartender, I got called to sit down and I'm probably not coming back. And then he calls me and he says her name, and he said, I want you to get in touch with Donnie and tell him I loved him. And he was just better than we were. I don't hold anything against him.
Wow.
Most men don't know.
If I tell this joke, my wife is going to be so mad at me.
IGF-1 LR3, aka the muscle cell multiplier. The peptide your gym buddy whispers is the real deal. Spoiler, IGF-1 LR3 has potent anabolic effects, but proceed with extreme caution. First things first, what exactly is IGF-1 LR3? IGF-1 LR3 is a modified form of insulin-like growth factor, aka IGF-1, but it's engineered with an amino acid tweak that significantly extends its half-life from around 20 minutes to roughly 20 to 30 hours. Translation is longer, stronger signaling in the muscle cells, promoting both growth and new muscle cell formation, aka hyperplasia. So why are lifters excited about IGF-1 LR3? The first is hyperplasia potential. Unlike most anabolics that primarily enlarge existing muscle cells, aka hypertrophy, IGF-1 LR3 might actually help create new muscle cells entirely. The second is enhanced recovery and pumps. Users often report dramatically improved recovery, massive muscle fullness, and skin-splitting pumps. Number 3 is fat loss and nutrient partitioning. Increased IGF-1 activity may help shuttle nutrients preferentially towards muscle rather than fat storage. But let's be clear, IGF-1 LR3 is powerful and not risk-free. The first issue is uncertain long-term safety. Increasing IGF-1 signaling has potential risks, including the risk for accelerated growth of existing tumors or possibly even new cancer cells. The second issue is blood sugar management. IGF-1 can significantly affect insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. Poorly managed, it could mean hypoglycemia, insulin resistance, or even pre-diabetic conditions. The third is purity and legality. This is a research chemical, so no pharma-grade human products exist, meaning quality and safety are uncertain. Street dosing reality check. Common dosing ranges from 20 to 100 micrograms a day injected post-workout or at bedtime into rotating subcutaneous injection sites. Cycles typically last 4 weeks. Longer cycles aren't better, just riskier. So what are the side effects? Potential hypoglycemia, dizziness, and significant water retention are not uncommon. Now, serious long-term risks remain unclear, making this one especially tricky. Bottom line, IGF-1 LR3 offers unique anabolic potential through hyperplasia, but with unclear long-term risks, uncertain purity, and real health concerns. Unless you're comfortable gambling your health on experimental chemistry, you might want to stick to proven muscle builders. That's IGF-1 LR3. Big potential, bigger unknowns. Proceed accordingly. IGF-1.
Do you want to see a knockout that no one will ever?
There's a man made.
At 50 and think day trade.
Holy shit, he's really good.
When is a warrant required?
Warrant is required anytime the government wants to search a person, place, or a thing.
And to arrest you, right?
There are some exceptions to that, but generally, yes.
And there are exceptions to the warrant requirement for searching and arresting people, are they not?
Yes, Senator, there are.
Suppose the Florida Supreme Court ruled that here in Florida, we're not going to recognize any exceptions to the warrant requirement. You have to have a warrant to search someone. You have to have a warrant to arrest someone. Can the Florida Supreme Court do that?
Senator, under the Supremacy Clause, they'd be bound by what the Fourth Amendment dictates. Of course, they're free to make their own requirements as it.
What if the Florida Supreme Court did it under the Florida Constitution and not the federal Constitution?
They would still, Senator, have to apply with what the federal Constitution said under the Supremacy Clause.
You know what adequate and independent state grounds means?
Sure. Of course, I would understand that they could have independent, adequate state grounds for state law, but they.
No, they don't. As long as you don't take away rights, but add to them, a state can do whatever it wants.
Excuse me, why are you scratching off the senior off my door?
I got a work order to take it off.
Who issued the work order?
My supervisor.
Why did he issue the work order?
I knew that I'd be his supervisor.
You seem to be enjoying yourself.
I have enjoyed myself since 2004.
Donna? Someone's trying to have a little fun with me here.
Jessica wants to see you in her office.
Mike?
Where are you going?
Cubicle?
No, you're not. It's peanut cup time.
Learning. What?
Drug test. Follow me. Oh, by the way, my cousin was your year at Harvard, and I asked him if he knew you. It's so funny. He didn't.
Well, what's his name?
Mitch Sandberg.
Yeah, don't know him. It's a big school.
Not really.
We get 7,000 applications a year. You think you can just walk in and take a tour?
Oh, Mitchell. With the slicked back hair. Graduated 7th in the class. Sure.
Yeah, I remember him. Time to face the music.
Yeah, what's up?
I gotta get to the Kendrick filing. Where the hell is Mike?
I don't know.
Leave the cup on the counter. Well, you'll have to leave that out there. Why? If you take it in there with you, I have to check to make sure you don't have another urine sample.
Where you been? Hi. Getting drug tested, actually. The deposition's this afternoon. Before they get here, I want you to grill this woman about her background for anything that might use against her. Got it? Make her tell you everything.
Everything.
Everything. Okay. Okay. Excuse me.
This here's the last.
don't buy it, but put an order in to buy it.
Your stock chart.
We think we have what you need.
That's a start.
Now, we know that IBM has set up this place to compete head-on with Apple, and that you're gearing up to come out with a personal computer that will wipe them out. So we can get you an operating system.
What kind of operating system?
It's called DOS.
This is amazing. Not just amazing, it's historic. It should be taught in all the history books. Bill Gates is the richest guy in the world because of what started in this room. But we didn't have anything. I mean, not a damn thing.
We don't just want to sell it to you outright. We want to be able to license it to you.
You want to retain ownership?
Right.
Well, the profits are in the computers themselves, not this software stuff. No big deal.
Bill, why did you tell them we have an operating system?
Come on. You said you know a guy we could buy an operating system from.
I said I sort of know.
Sort of? You heard me. Don't tell me sort of. I just told IBM.
So basically, you're saying you want to buy my operating system?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. We just think we might be able to, mess with it and resell it.
Who to?
We have a few customers, we're sort of talking to. Some of them don't really want to know what we're doing with them. So they made us sign a secrecy agreement.
And you're offering us
$50,000.
Dollars?
So, you mute moron?
We think we have what you need.
That's a start.
Now, we know
that they now have a...
Is this your first meal of the day? It's XRP.
I played around with it and summed out like 1 million views.
Is this your... XRP Army, you really got to check this out.
XRP is like a Bitcoin. It's a digital asset. It's today the third most valuable digital asset. And what we do is we take a transaction between banks, and instead of having a bank pre-fund an account at the other bank, which is how correspondent banking works today, the Bank of Brad in dollars would pre-fund the Bank of Julia, perhaps in pounds, and then I would debit and credit that. But that means I have to pre-fund and have dormant capital sitting at that other bank. What we allow banks to do, we allow payment providers to do, is to tap into the liquidity of XRP. And even compared to Bitcoin, which takes up to 12 minutes to complete one transaction, XRP is extremely fast at about 3 seconds per transaction.
XRP Army.
I played around with it and summed out like 1 million views.
How much you bet?
Million a game, across the board.
Okay, is that our ceiling here? Is that the most we're working with?
Oh, it depends. I mean, shit, that's wild. You got any cash hanging around? Maybe you'll tell us about the weekend. Yeah, how do you feel about this week?
Do you rent that yacht?
No, I own it.
That's how I feel about this weekend. And I'm not being cocky. I'm talking straight commerce with you, Mr. Novia. I didn't come down here to bullshit you.
Wow, you got steam. Maybe a little inside information.
I know these teams better than they know themselves.
Wow. Should we believe them? What do you think, Walter?
I don't believe him.
You cannot afford not to.
No, I can afford.
Winning's a funny thing. It's one of those rare commodities on earth that money cannot buy. The price is $250,000 up front plus 10% of every game you win. $250 is a bargain. You know it, and I know it. If you want this weekend's winners, that's my offer. How much you bet?
Million a game, across the board.
This collector just...
Hey, what is going on? All right, hey, stop. Stop. Put your hands behind your back. Excuse me? Put your hands. Do you work for parking?
Huh?
Do you work for parking?
I don't work for parking.
Okay, so what's going on with that?
Huh?
What's going on with that?
Well, I need you to tell me what you're doing to me right now.
Okay, what are you doing?
Get your hands off me first, please.
Look, go ahead and step it up. Hey, stop. Hey. Go ahead, put your hands behind your back. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
14, y'all 55.
Put your hands behind your back. When I tell you to do something, you do it, okay? No. No, that's not how that works. All right, that's how
Actually, it is. That's called a lawful order.
All right. Go ahead. Get the out of here. I know my rights.
Oh, yeah? That's why you're in cuffs.
Hey, can you build them? So right now, you're taking that from the booth then? That's theft, right?
I don't know what you're saying. What are you saying?
Okay. So when I told you to put your hands behind your back, you didn't listen.
Yeah, man, you were grabbing me. I know what you were doing.
No, I gave you lawful order before I even grabbed you.
What's that? What the f*** does that mean? Lawful
Okay.
order?
when an officer tells you, put your hands behind your back, you go ahead and do that.
You grabbed me before I did that.
I told you, put your hands. Nope. I mean, everything is
You got a lie right now, bro?
Okay, you got one charging. I'm charging you with obstruction. I'm charging you.
Holy shit, Jamie, pull that video up.
You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups.
Your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing that.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide.
Because of my line of questioning? So we can't talk about it?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So you are
pregnant.
denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you, or are they
Absolutely.
also treated like this?
You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Holy shit, Jamie, pull that video up.
We had one person significant.
Changing moment with the relationship with my parents was
The most important question to ask.
This man has been telling the truth about the industry for years, and it's more obvious now than ever.
You believe that children are being abused by pedophiles in Hollywood.
Absolutely.
So why are you sitting down talking to me? Why aren't you sitting down with the police right now?
I've told the police. I sat there and I gave them the names, but they were scanning Michael Jackson. All they cared about was trying to find something on Michael Jackson.
Who you said, by the way, did not abuse.
Who Michael was innocent.
You've said you've had death threats. Another reason, I think, to go to police. That's a crime to threaten someone's life.
I've gone to the police with that as well.
What would be wrong with going to the police now again?
There's a statute of limitations, Matt, in the state of California, which protects people. It's not that way in New York. It's that way only where the movie industry is, conveniently enough, in California. If I were to go to the police, I would be the one who's getting sued.
This man has been telling the truth about the industry for years, and it's more obvious now than
When I first heard about this,
drug addicts are weak. I'm currently developing an addiction to methamphetamines just so I can show everyone how easy it is to quit.
Wow. It's an interesting way to self-teach.
It's a win-win. Either I kick the habit, which I will, and we could all stop glamorizing recovering addicts, or I could spend the rest of my life in a motel smoking crystal meth away from my family.
Like you're really just doing just for the struggle.
Drug addicts are weak. Drug addicts are weak. I'm currently developing an addiction to methamphetamines just so I can.
They say you need to speak to a manager.
Yes, I'm trying to understand why you all are so incompetent.
That's a wild place to start. No, that is why don't we
The wild
start?
place to start is my lunch not being correct.
Okay, that's good. No, far worse. What? Okay, so let me know. Tell me the lore of where we went wrong, because it feels like I feel like we ruined your whole life. What happened? Let me know what happened.
And I feel like you're just being like a smart aleck.
What are you doing? She's pulling out the phone. Oh, I love this. They're recording it. What do you want me to say in your video? Is it gonna go viral? I can't wait. What should I say? No, we refuse to serve you corporate.
Yes.
This is ours. How's that?
Franchise.
Franchise? This is ours. This is ours. I decided to logo.
I don't even know how you're in business.
Because it tastes good.
But you don't get the order.
Because
right.
what did you get? How do we do it wrong?
I ordered cheese fries, not ranch fries.
So you got cheese and ranch?
No, I got no cheese.
What did the authorities say? They say you need.
Or why can't you even use it for the hose I have at home?
like that one.
Why'd you wait so long to show us that? Have you tried to sell this?
No, I haven't. The main reason why is because I've been focusing on the fire side.
Wait, let's stop. There are 2 or 3 hose makers in the U.S. that supply all the big boxes. They're huge. Why wouldn't you go to them and say, I have a better way to attach your garden hose to every home in America, and you can pay me 20 cents?
Don't listen to him. 20 cents is way too low.
Do you have anything else in your pocket?
No, sir.
This is a big deal. Or why can't you even use it for the hose I have at home?
Like that one?
I started Tai Chi at 50.
Holy shit, he's really good.
You probably want less bureaucracy, right? I do. You want more efficiency? I do.
You want taxpayer money spent wisely.
I do. Congrats on becoming a Republican.
My parents would be proud. Mass deportations, it calls for that. Do you support that part?
I support the deportation of any illegal immigrant who is in the United States who is not of benefit to the generalized American public.
So if they're picking agriculture that puts food on the tables of everyday Americans, they've never committed a crime inside the United States, they didn't come across with documents, should they be deported?
If they have not paid taxes and if their draw on the taxpayer benefits are larger than the contribution they are making to the economy, or if they're involved in criminal activity, they should be deported.
How do we measure that?
The same way that the IRS measures my income every year. It seems like if the IRS can track down every aspect of every receipt that I've ever submitted, they can do that for illegal immigrants as well, except for the fact that no one knows how many are in the country thanks to this administration.
So you would be cool with creating a system where they could pay those taxes if they wanted to, and then stay and work and put food on our table?
It depends on how long it would take for them to pay the taxes, and they would also have to go presumably to the back of the line, although I'm not sure why I'm testifying about immigration policy at this point.
Holy.
When this innocent teen was
Did you ever see the video of the guy pulling on the ceiling and you see like 3 or 4
Look, everything in life is a choice. I get to have a soulmate that I get to go on an adventure.
Jamie, pull that video up.
Hey, I found the guy with one leg. What's your name?
What's asking?
Patrick. A+ Bail Bond Company.
Why are you on my property?
You must be Sean. Sean, you have a warrant for failure to appear. You're now under arrest. Please turn around, put your hands behind your back.
I'm not Sean.
Oh, what's your name?
You got the wrong dude. Is that my shit you got?
No, these are Sean's nunchucks.
Dude, you're sitting over here goddamn swinging around nunchucks. That's not no way to meet somebody, and I'm definitely not Sean. You're drinking coconut, buddy. You want a drink?
Just don't throw it at me.
Okay.
I'll taste you. You fall in the water and then you get eaten by a crocodile or something. It's a real simple failure to appear.
That was taken care of by the lawyer, bro.
I wouldn't be here if it was. I verify every warrant before I come down. Did you know that you can form?
You ever heard that you should pay off your house in 15 years instead of 30? There's a calculation behind that.
We have, north of $20 trillion going cross-border each year. It is fraught with, error rates, and it's slow, it's expensive. For me, it's a classic, like Silicon Valley going up against the big behemoth Goliath, but it's so broken. I mean, when I go talk to banks, it's a beautiful thing for me because banks don't like SWIFT. They're frustrated with SWIFT. Their customers don't like SWIFT. And that's a great place to be. We have, north of $20 trillion going cross-border each year. It is fraught with, error rates, and it's slow, it's expensive. For me, it's a classic, like Silicon Valley going up against the big behemoth Goliath, but it's so broken. I mean, when I go talk to banks, it's a beautiful thing for me because banks don't like SWIFT. They're frustrated with SWIFT. Their customers don't like SWIFT. And that's a great.
How long I've been on 20 minutes? Let's cut it off, man. I got a lot of stuff to do on my phone. So this bag of chips I just ate, the Boulder Canyon, I did the calculations on the macros, and so far, let me see, hold on. The entire bag of the avocado oil ones, these, I ate the whole bag, and it's 16.5 grams of protein, which is pretty great for a 5-ounce serving of potatoes. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good. 88 grams of carbs and 880 calories. That's crazy. So I'm not even on my bulk right now. I'm actually on my cut, and that just fucking, that shit kind of fucked me up there. But whatever. It's fire. I'm out, dude. I gotta go figure stuff out in the house. Love you guys, man.